I spent the last month analyzing 10,000 real data scientists' salaries from across the globe, and what I found absolutely blew my mind. We are talking about differences so massive that two people doing the exact same job could be earning 300% different salaries. If you're in data science or thinking about breaking into the field, the next 10 minutes could literally be worth thousands of dollars to your future paycheck. The number one question every data scientist asks: the salary reality check. Let's start with the big picture numbers that everyone wants to know. The average data scientist salary sits at $123,000, but here's where it gets interesting. Entry-level positions start around $75,000, while senior data scientists are pulling in $165,000 on average. And if you make it to that coveted lead or principal level, we're talking $210,000 plus. But here's the plot twist: those are just averages, and averages can be dangerously misleading. The real story is in the distribution, and trust me, it's wild. Some data scientists are barely making $60,000 while others are crossing the $400,000 mark. So what's creating this massive gap? Geography matters a lot. The same data scientist role in San Francisco pays 180% more than in smaller cities. Seattle, New York, and Boston also command premium salaries, while remote positions are changing the game entirely. Location isn't just about the city, it's about the entire ecosystem. Tech hubs offer higher salaries because of competition, cost of living, and concentration of major companies. But here's the game changer: remote work is democratizing access to top-tier salaries. You can now earn San Francisco wages while living in a lower-cost area. Coming in at number 5 on our highest-paying skills list is cloud computing expertise. Data scientists who can deploy models on AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud Platform command a significant premium. Companies need people who can take models from notebooks to production-scale cloud infrastructure. At number 4, we have deep learning and neural networks. If you can build and optimize complex neural architectures using TensorFlow or PyTorch, you're in high demand. This skill alone can add $2030K to your base salary. Number 3 might surprise you: it's business acumen and domain expertise. Data scientists who can speak the language of business, understand industry-specific challenges, and translate technical findings into actionable insights are worth their weight in gold. At number 2, we have MLOps and production engineering. The ability to build robust ML pipelines, implement CI/CD for models, and maintain production systems is incredibly valuable. This skill bridges the gap between data science and engineering. And the number 1 highest-paying skill: leadership and team management. Senior data scientists who can lead teams, manage projects, and drive organizational data strategy earn 4050% more than individual contributors at the same technical level. It's not just about coding anymore. Here's the eternal debate: do you need a PhD to succeed in data science? My analysis reveals something fascinating. While PhDs do earn more on average, about $1520K more than master's holders, the gap narrows significantly with experience. After 5 years, practical experience often matters more than degree level. What actually matters for salary growth? Years of hands-on experience with real-world projects. Portfolio of deployed models and measurable business impact. Continuous learning and adaptation to new tools. Strong communication and stakeholder management. Industry-specific domain knowledge. Leadership and mentoring capabilities. Not all industries pay the same. Tech companies lead the pack, followed by finance and healthcare. Traditional industries are catching up fast as they realize the value of data-driven decision-making. The gap between top and bottom-paying industries is a whopping $60,000. The tech industry's dominance isn't surprising, but what's interesting is how fast other sectors are catching up. Healthcare and pharmaceuticals are investing heavily in AI and predictive analytics. Finance has always paid well, but now they're competing with tech giants for top talent. Even traditional manufacturing is transforming with Industry 4.0 initiatives. Let me show you the typical salary progression for a data scientist over their career. This is based on actual salary data across thousands of professionals, and it reveals some interesting inflection points. But here's what the data really shows. The biggest salary jump happens between years 3-5. That's when you transition from junior to mid-level. The second big jump? When you move into leadership roles around year 810. It's not a linear progression, it's a series of plateaus and leaps. The pandemic changed everything. Remote work opened up opportunities that simply didn't exist before. Now you can work for a Silicon Valley company while living anywhere in the world. But there's a catch. Many companies are implementing location-based pay adjustments. The remote work landscape is complex. Some companies pay the same regardless of location, they're competing for global talent. Others adjust based on local cost of living. The sweet spot. Finding a company that pays competitively while you live in a lower cost area. That's where you maximize real purchasing power. Quote, "The biggest mistake people make is accepting the first offer without negotiating." In data science specifically, there's almost always room to negotiate, and that room is typically 10 to 20% higher than the initial offer. You just need to know your worth and be willing to ask for it. Sarah Chen, Tech Recruiter. Negotiation strategies that work. Research salary ranges thoroughly before interviews. Highlight your unique skills and relevant projects. Let them make the first offer whenever possible. Negotiate total compensation, not just base salary. Consider equity, especially at startups and tech companies. Be prepared to walk away if the offer doesn't match your value. Here's my proven framework for maximizing your data science salary. Follow these 5 steps in order, and you'll position yourself for top-tier compensation. Each step builds on the previous one to create a compelling value proposition. Looking ahead to the next 5 years, the data science field shows no signs of slowing down. Job growth is projected at 35%, significantly outpacing most other careers. Salaries are expected to increase by 15% as demand continues to exceed supply. AI specialization roles could see even higher premiums. The future of data science careers looks incredibly promising. We are seeing the emergence of specialized roles like ML engineers, AI ethicists, and MLOps engineers. Companies are building entire data organizations. And the skills that were nice to have 5 years ago, they're becoming mandatory. The bar is rising, but so are the rewards. So what's my final takeaway after analyzing all this data? Location matters, but is becoming less important. Skills matter enormously, especially high-value ones like MLOps and leadership. Experience creates step changes in salary, not linear growth. And negotiation skills might be worth as much as technical skills. The data science field is more lucrative than ever, but also more competitive. Your next steps matter more than your current salary. Thanks for watching. Drop your questions below. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and subscribe to stay tuned for more.